I want to now introduce Mr. Kendall Vincent and ask who is representing again the youth ambassador, Trinidad and Tobago Youth Ambassadors, and ask Kendall to give us a presentation.
Okay, good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon. Once again, it's my pleasure to be here on behalf of the Trinidad and Tobago Youth Ambassadors. Basically, Trinidad and Tobago Youth Ambassadors, who are we? We're a non-profit organization. Basically, we're responsible for ensuring that young persons' rights, they are informed of their rights, and also to advocate for and on behalf of young people's interests. And we do that in a number of different ways. We also provide leadership and capacity building training, of course, through the National Youth Ambassadors Program. So that's just a little bit about who we are, what we do. We also do a lot of collaborations with different NGOs and stakeholders. So a couple months ago, we started this process where we were engaged in bringing together the different stakeholders, of course, the Transparency International, to talk about accountability and transparency. And accountability to me, and my role here today is to bring a youth perspective on this matter of accountability and transparency. Accountability starts with, I would like to endorse the previous speaker when they say that accountability starts with each and every one of us. Transparency in terms of how we do things, because change can only start within one's own self. So just to get on to young people. Over the course of, I've been involved in youth work for the past 8 to 9 years. And over that period of time, I would have been involved in various national youth consultations held by different stakeholders, of course. The last one being in 2010. And one of the things that jumped out in those youth consultations, and even in reports across the world, is that young people identify accountability and governance as top priorities. Young people tell us that they want to take part in young people want to be a part of making decisions that affect their lives and in the exercise of accountability over those decisions. I believe the time has come for young persons to become more active in terms of, and young people want to become more active in terms of reversing their current exclusion and demonstrate that young people can take the lead over accountability, over their governments, over the course of their lives, etc. So young people is one of the, for those of you all, young people are one of those key, that's one of the largest groups in society. So therefore they are also, one of the reasons why accountability is also so important to young persons, because those are our future leaders. We are eventually going to take over leadership roles across Trinidad and Tobago. Some have already started. So persons over the, and one of the things looking at society by and large, we see that young persons are, if you look at even in the put in the parliament, young persons, there are very few persons under the age of 35 in political leadership positions. Most governments are formally committed to increasing accountability and acknowledge that the participation of traditionally excluded groups, including young people, is essential to achieving this. Young people bring unique skills to monitoring and development, not only at the forefront of using all these new social media and innovative monitoring tools, but they can also be effective and create new approaches to monitoring. So sometimes what we would have, just to explain that point further, what long time we would have been able to, they look at the newspaper and they write in the comments, the letters to the editor section. But now, as of recently, everything that happens, young persons are literally holding governments and other things to account via social media. So by and large, we need to, my point to sum up this presentation is that we need to continue. Young people are interested in holding their leaders accountable, and we need to continue to engage young persons in all processes and respect the views of young people. I thank you.